Cincinnati. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
First down. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. The 40. He's at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
By number 8. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The tackle made at the 46.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there.
Falcons.
But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now they try the right side here. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Screenplay. Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Johnson.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
Gain of 27 on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
There goes Duke Johnson. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Falcons grab it.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to put.
There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big run there by Johnson. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The score, Falcons 23.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
On the carry, it's Bawden. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Grady Jarrett on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved...
He's got a man, complete, 20, touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Marcus Peters.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow's sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this is back to an 8-point game. 31. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Oh, going for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A pickup of 44 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
556. What's the run? They're running it.
Burrow will throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They go to Johnson again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Push him back. Push him back.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. This goes out right to Doyle. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jack Doyle. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No good.
A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
At their own 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Carry for the running back. He was brought down by Mackenzie Alexander.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Don't do us like that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, going for Jeff. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Jefferson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 18 shots, 18 shots. Let's get there. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Falcons grab it.
Burrow's pass complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Jason Myers.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Don't give him nothing. Don't
maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now it's Burrow. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got Jack Doyle. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, going for Jefferson. And got his man complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Jefferson. 76 yards. And the Falcons add on.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for speed.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for